Hello everyone, I'm Krasi and this is my week for the 12 Ascendants. This is a brief overview of the week, how the planetary and the stellar configurations on the sky will influence the 12 Ascendants one by one. This is a brief overview because everyone's chart is unique. So if you like to have detailed analysis, you may contact me separately. Now I'm starting with ARIES. You having the sun on the ascendant, and this is pure blessing because the sun on the ascendant will give you desire to travel, creativity. It will give you good energies. It will give you good health. You may need, though, to be a little bit patient and understanding with your beloved ones, with your partners, with your partner. In terms of money, you may need to add additional structure and to do a bit more efforts in terms of making money. But in any case, the sun on your ascendant for 1 month is a true blessing. Now, Taurus. The week is very interesting for you. It can be a very emotional week in terms of your private life, and also can be so that you feel a little bit too emotional, sometimes too impulsive. You may desire to do a lot or to be involved in new projects. But I would tell you that even though your ascendant is placed very nicely, beautifully exalted, still the whole world is influenced heavily by the stationary Saturn, stationary Pluto, Ketu, and we may need, all of us as a group, to be a bit more precise, a little bit more patient, structured, time-oriented in our deeds. However, financially, you will be supported, but you may need to be a bit cautious with your friends and see who are your real friends. In terms of knowledge, the week is very interesting. It is so that you may have desire to go deep into philosophical studies and reevaluate them, like rethink, reevaluate knowledge, belief system that you had, also your religion. This is also possible. If you're having contracts that you have to finalize, maybe this is the week that you need to revise them, that you need to contracts or business relationships with people, that you may need to reevaluate, revisit what you've been doing with them. So the week can be very emotional, but also very interesting, very dynamic, and very nice. And we're having now Gemini. Now with you, this week, you will have the blessing of Venus, the blessing of the sun at your career, also with your games, with your friends. But still, you may need to be a bit more analytical than usual, a little bit more detailed than usual. With every step you do, because of the placement of Saturn, Pluto, stationary, and Ketu. You may need to revise, redo contracts or important projects, or be very careful and analytical with negotiations on everything that you want to do during this week at work. Also with your partner, with your beloved ones, be patient. Don't get into risk situations and be responsible with your health. Venus exalted in the place of your career will play a very blessing role for you in your career place. So this can be a very good week for you for achieving something that you wanted to achieve. But once again, be careful and be very careful with the detail and very analytical and time-oriented and precise with everything that you will be doing. And we're having now Cancer. Now for you, you're receiving the beautiful opposition of Venus and Mercury that are trining your ascendant, and they're creating opportunity for knowledge, for spiritual awareness, spiritual growth, for contacts abroad, for travel as well. So this is a wonderful week for you indeed. The sun can be very supportive at your work, but still, even though you may have this support from the superiors, you may, though, view the obstacles and the opposition of people who may be your colleagues or who may be your subordinates or people who be under your position. So don't trust colleagues, be cautious, but also when you will be negotiating with superiors, be detailed, be precise, be careful, and still you'll be blessed in communication-wise and career-wise by Venus, Mercury, and the Sun. So the week is quite fine for you, and use your powerful intuition in any case. Now let's see Leo. Now the week is also very interesting and powerful for you because the Sun, which is your ascendant ruler, is exalted beautifully, trining your ascendant. So this cannot be better, really. It is really very nice. So this placement of the Sun will suppose that you may like to travel. You will have opportunities to travel. Be careful though, even if you have such desire, to do this cautiously, not to get involved in conflict situations. Be careful not to be too impulsive as well. When there will be a new project, think twice. When you will be negotiating, think 3 times. You may travel, you may desire to travel, you may have opportunities to travel, you may have opportunities for new knowledge, for sharing your knowledge. All this is beautiful and may take place. However, due to the placement of Mars, which is detriment still, if you will have desire to grow in your career, to get involved into new projects, just be more structured and careful and think twice and analyze every single detail. With your partners at home or with your beloved ones, be patient, be careful. You may also, it is also wonderful time for your spiritual growth, for enhancing your intuition, for receiving new spiritual knowledge, really, really amazingly supported by the placement of the Sun together with Uranus. Also, interestingly, you may desire right now to review knowledge, to review your, especially knowledge, to review what you learned so far, to review your belief system, to review your religion. All this can also take place during the week to come. Now let's see Virgo. For you, your week is very interestingly in terms of your ascendant ruler is in your opposition, on your descendant together with Venus. So this can create very interesting opportunities for communication, for solving certain issues with your beloved ones in your romantic life. This can be so that this is the most appropriate moment for discussing things, for solving issues. On the other hand, you may need to be patient with your beloved ones. This also may be indeed the period for important negotiations or solving important projects or beginnings that you want to solve through negotiations. So this can be a week for good communication. Also, very interestingly, the week may not be most appropriate for you to have contacts abroad or to travel. If you will be studying, the knowledge that you will receive may desire additional efforts to concentrate or to remember, because you may be a bit too emotional or a bit too distracted. But this is temporary. Soon Mars will, in approximately a week, Mars will leave his position. But in any case, be careful when you travel, as this may not be the most appropriate week for you to travel, and use your wonderful communication skills this week at work, or if you will be negotiating contracts. However, you have to do everything with additional structure, attention to the detail, time orientation. All this is valid actually for almost all of us. Okay, and now we're going to have Libra in a second. All right, now for you, very interestingly, the Sun exalted on your ascendant will be wonderful, supporting your home, supporting your beloved ones, supporting contracts in case that you want now to do, to sign a contract, or to initiate a contractual relationship. Now is the moment. On the other hand, at work, you will have most probably the support from subordinates or colleagues. And if not, this will be the week for you to negotiate with them or to gain their support that you may be needing. So this is very important. Also, this week may be very nice for you for beauty procedures, for example, or for any procedures that will enhance your health. In terms of spirituality, this week may be the one that will be about revisiting your value system, your philosophical belief system, your education. You may say, why did I study this? I would like to change. I would like to shift towards a new education that will make you happy. So this may also happen. This week can also be very, very appropriate for you to do artistic work, to draw, to do music, to something that will please you. So the week is very interesting for you. Now we have in Scorpio. And yes, of course, also this week, interestingly, Jupiter is already retrograde, passing through the sting of the Scorpion. The sting of the Scorpion and receiving the opposition of Mars. This can create situations that will be conflicting in a way that you will find out things, that you will find out truths in relationship to work, in relationship to people that you love. It could be that you find out things which you didn't know before, for example. Be careful not to get involved in conflict situations. Be very patient. Be very, and you can be very intuitive because your rising sign is Scorpio. So your power is to be very, very intuitive. So use your powerful intuition. Even though your ascendant is on the place where your descendant is, which is a detriment, Venus is supporting. So even though if you may have some small challenges with your private life, with your beloved ones, with your romantic partner, Venus will support you. So everything with love, and use your communication skills and your intuition to solve everything. With your money, this week may be not very, very lucky, and you may need to be very structured, very organized, very intuitive when it comes to making money. So this is also very important. Also, be responsible for your health, and use, most important things, to use your intuition and not to get involved into any risky situations. And the week is not appropriate for new businesses or new initiatives for you. And now Sagittarius, again, this week is the most interesting sign, because two planets are becoming stationary on your ascendant, Saturn and Pluto, and both of them are associated to depth, our previous lives, karma. Pluto is about really, when stationary, and especially stationary in Martian term, Saturn is stationary in his Saturn in place. This can bring you back to analyze yourself, to analyze your value system, to analyze even your past. Can put you a bit in melancholic state. Don't allow this, because use this particular settlement of the planets on your ascendant to enhance your spiritual knowledge, to enrich your philosophical and esoteric and occultistic knowledge. And this will be the way out if you will feel a bit melancholic or sad. Also, do a lot outside, visit the nature, because Saturn, remember, is the ruler of the agriculture as well, because he's got Ninurta, the god of agriculture. Your home will be supported, your beloved ones. So if you have unsettled communication issues with your beloved ones at home, now will be the most appropriate moment. Also, the sun is supporting your relationship. So in this term, you're okay. But the placement of Saturn, Pluto, Ketu on your ascendant and their specific heliacal phase can be a reason for you to think backwards, to reanalyze. And sometimes these are thoughts that they do not always make us very happy. Be careful with your subordinates and don't trust them. Okay, and now we are having Capricorn. For you, also the week is very special because of the placement of your ascendant ruler. Venus will be supporting you a lot, and Mercury, and will be supporting your spiritual growth, your enhancing your intuition, can be good for traveling. It is so that you may also this week desire to go into self-isolation, to become too introvert. You can do this, but do this on the nature and really benefit from the nature, from the sun, so that you don't go into melancholic state. You may feel lack of energy, the same thing. Nature, go and see the nature, see the sun, welcome the sun in the morning, praise the sun. Oh, this is really wonderful as a remedy. Spiritually, communication wise, travel wise, the week is very nice for you. For your home is supported. If you will be doing something with real estate, with property, this week is quite supported for you. Be also patient with people that you love. Yes, and now we're having Aquarius. Now for you, also, since your ascendant ruler is also Saturn, the same is valid for you, that you may desire to reanalyze, but with you will be willing maybe to reanalyze the social circle around you. You may find out things about your friends that will be a bit disappointing. Money-wise, you will be fine because Venus is so much supporting you. Speech, communication, you may use the moment especially for this very much. Travel, wonderful. This is wonderful week. At home, you may have some small challenges. Be patient, be loving. At work with superiors, use your powerful intuition and also be very detailed, very analytical, and check, double check, triple check everything that you will be saying. The week is fine to negotiate, but once again, structure your negotiations, speech, for example, before you do, and be very organized and very prepared when you will be negotiating. But for travel and negotiating, for sharing knowledge, for receiving knowledge, also financially, the week is okay for you. And now we will move to the last one, Pisces. You having Venus exalted on your ascendant, and this is brilliant. Yes, Saturn is squaring Venus, so this is a little bit limiting the blessing that you will receive from Venus. But if you're very structured in your daily life, if you watch for the detail, if you're very well organized, if you're very patient with your beloved ones, the week will be fine. Also financially, the week may be quite beneficial. In terms of travel, I do not advise this week to be as the most appropriate for you to travel. Saturn, stationary, Pluto stationary, all this is happening on your midheaven. So you may have situations which will be a bit challenging with your superiors. Again, you are receiving also the blessing of Venus. So you are blessed, you are supported from heaven, but still be very, very intuitive like you can be, and be very, very well organized in terms of speech also. Everything that you will be saying, be well prepared. And yes, be intuitive when it will be about communicating with your superiors, as there you may see some small possible challenges. So with this, financially, otherwise, the sun is supporting you. Venus, Mercury on your ascendant are supporting you. Your spiritual awareness also is very interesting, but you may have situations with your superiors as your actions or your previous activities can be revisited, or you may see truths or facts about the projects that you're in, about your plans, or about your superiors that you didn't know before, for example. So this is very important for you for this week. So thank you very much for your attention. Your comments are welcome, and see you soon.